Pedro Pascal is one of the most insufferable voices in Hollywood, and of course, that's exactly why he gets pushed into every freaking Disney film and Star Wars and Last of Us and everything else out there, because that's what they want. They want this political activism out there. This is who they try to support because they want to push the message above pushing good content, and we know this for a fact. And this is a clear case of discrimination against Gina Carano with the lawsuit that's going on. When you see how this guy opens his mouth, says the most heinous things all the time, and yet Gina Carano just said something pretty simple and pretty obvious, and she got canned from Disney for that. It was all because of political discrimination. That's what goes on in Hollywood. That is what Hollywood promotes. That's what Disney promotes. It's still going on. None of these people have changed. Just because the election changed over, guys, we have a lot of work to do. And I know a lot of people have just kind of given up on the culture war, acting like we've got some sort of victory that means all this stuff is over. But it's not. The ride never ends, my friends. If you've been here for a while, you understand that. And I appreciate you who have been here for a while for being here. You're wonderful people. And let's do this. Let's fight the culture war together. Hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here. And I'm not just a person who talks online. I write my own content right here. This is the beginning of my series. It's called The Adventures of Baron von Monocle. It's called for Steam and Country. It's about an airship crew who goes out and a lot of swashbuckling action, fun fantasy, clean stuff. If you like Harry Potter, I think you're really going to enjoy this right here. It's a 6-book series. And thank you guys for coming in and supporting us. It's available on ebook, print, and audio, and it helps our channel move along when you, of course, read our books and support these here. Thank you so much again. All right, so Pedro Pascal, who plays Reed Richards in the upcoming Fantastic Four, as well as Joel in The Last of Us, things that have been talked about nonstop lately. Let's not forget that he's also the Mandalorian. He bashed Harry Potter novelist J.K. Rowling for defending the truth that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Of course, J.K. Rowling made all the headlines this last week with her little cigar picture there, and she was going viral because of the UK court victory that was going on over the fact that they declared that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Very simple stuff. He went out here and he described her behavior as, quote, awful, disgusting shit is exactly right. Loser behavior, he says, of the billionaire woman. Unbelievable. Well, this is how they are. They are just nasty. They just talk like this. They just swear because they don't have anything. They don't have any logical arguments. They don't have anything that could hold weight. They don't have any real values. All they have is just rampant over-the-top emotionalism. That's what the left is. It is people giving in to their basic worst instincts and basic anger and hate. I mean, these are bigoted people, let's be honest about this, to push an agenda of just insanity all the time. And then if you're not insane with them, well, you have to go. That's how they act all the time. So he's reacting to activist Tariq Rauf's Instagram video, encouraging his followers to boycott Harry Potter. This is what they've been doing over and over and over again, and that doesn't work. Harry Potter is the essence of too big to fail for the media. They can't cancel it. If they would have been able to cancel her, they definitely would have, because they definitely want her canceled at this point, but they don't have the capability to do it. It's too popular, it's too good of a work, and it's something that has endured and stood the test of time, and that's exactly why they are pushing so hard at this juncture, and even have people like Pedro Pascal doing this kind of work at this juncture too. So in the video, Rauf begins by bashing Rowling, and this is what he says. The court, of course, ruled in favor of women in Scotland, saying the definition of sex in EA20 makes it clear that the concept of sex is binary. Either a person is a man or a woman. Persons who share that protected characteristic for the purposes of group-based rights and protections are persons of the same sex, and provisions that refer to protections for women necessarily exclude men. Although the word biological does not appear in this definition, the ordinary meaning of these plain and unambiguous words corresponds to the biological characteristics that make an individual a man or a woman. This is so crazy that this even had to be stated, but this is where our society got to. They were trying to tell you that you must pretend that a man who puts on a dress is a woman, or you are somehow some bad person. It's really, really crazy, and it's very, very dangerous for women, which is what J.K. Rowling was saying. So she said some pretty funny stuff. She put her cigar here, and this went mega viral. The left went absolutely crazy on this, calling her all sorts of nasty names. And, of course, this is what they do, right? They just call names and call names and call names. So what he said here, he says, this is some serious Voldemort villain shit right here, of course. J.K. Rowling is reveling in the fact she helped the UK Supreme Court get to the point where they can define that trans women are not women legally. right? She's just like so proud of all the work she's been doing over the last few years to stoke hatred and fear. By the way, obviously, these people are projecting more than anything else. All they do is stoke hatred and fear. They try to create divisions like this. They try to make everything about these divided identities all the time so that everybody's riled up and angry all the time. It's so ironic that this is what people do. Into the general public about a very small minority of the population that's already some of the most misunderstood people on earth. So she's so happy about it. So funny. They're obviously mentally ill people. We know this, and we should have compassion upon mentally ill people. But compassion upon mental illness is not pretending that their mental illness is not mental illness and encouraging that. That's the lack of compassion. That is actually the opposite. We need to get these people help is what it comes down to so that there aren't problems in our society. It's really, really wild. And of course, when you start having adults doing this and manipulating young people's, with hormones and worse as they're underage, I mean, this scars them forever. There's nothing that can be done about it. It's very terrible. He said, it's become our mission as the general public to make sure every single thing that's Harry Potter related fails. Wow. You want to talk about, what did he say? Hatred and fear? I mean, that's pretty hatred right there, right? It means posting in every single Harry Potter TV show update that comes out and every single article posting in the comments that trans rights are human rights, that trans women are women, means not buying a ticket to Universal and going to go see Harry Potter World. Wow. Pedro Pascal's comments are not out of the ordinary. Last month, he pushed this destructive ideology on his Instagram page. He shared an image of a sign that states, "A world without trans people has never existed and never will." I don't know about that. This all seems to have been coming out very recently and became something that was big just because of internet nonsense over the last few years. And that's about it. Alongside the image, he said, "I can't think of anything more vile and small and pathetic than terrorizing the smallest, most vulnerable community of people who want nothing from you except the right to exist." I don't think anybody has any problem with them existing. They just kind of go do their thing apart from everybody else, especially apart from women and children, where they should be kept away from because obviously they have problems. And, nobody's bothering anybody. That's the thing. These people just want to bother everybody else. We have to accept everything that they're doing. We have to say, yes, that is a woman, even though we know that's not the case. That is what's bothering. It's not somebody existing or not. It's absolutely crazy. Of course, we've seen them post this kind of stuff before, calling everybody losers, and then, of course, tying MAGA to Nazis and etc., just because that's what he likes to do. You could tell, like I said, he posts stuff that's way more incendiary than Gina Carano ever does, and of course he just gets rewarded about it. And that's part of why I'm just not excited to see a movie like Fantastic Four. I know a lot of people have been talking, oh, it looks good in the previews and all that, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Pedro Pascal is the worst possible Reed Richards out there. This guy is a complete woke activist. He's been pushing all this agenda and everything all the time. He's insufferable, and he's not even that great of an actor. So it's like, what's going on this level that this is what gets to be in the next giant Marvel movie, and that people are trying to praise it like they've removed woke or something. I don't understand where some of these people are coming from in the commentary circles, where it's obviously not the case. And on top of that, Fantastic Four has a sex-swapped Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer was male, and now they've turned it into a female just to add more, quote, diversity to things. We know exactly where this stuff is leading, and we know exactly where The Last of Us has been. If you've not watched it, it's been one big LGBTQ propaganda show. It's a complete disaster, and something that is, exactly what Pedro Pascal does on his Instagram account. So this is it. He's trying to attack J.K. Rowling. These diversity and inclusivity people never allow diversity and inclusivity. They don't want you to have your own opinions on anything. You better have their opinions, or they're going to just swear at you and try to get you blacklisted and try to boycott everything you do and destroy your lives. Yeah, real kind of them, right? Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and if you are a Harry Potter fan, please check out For Steam and Country. This is a great book. You're going to enjoy it. Like I said, it's a 6-book series in the description below. Really appreciate you guys for reading. We'll be back soon.